we have today's lesson 11. So today, here is your target. I will be able to find areas of rectangles whose sides are fractions, mixed numbers, and whole numbers. I will be able to solve with multiplication and draw a model of my thinking. So if you would like to do some fluency practice, you can pause the video and write down these fluency sprint practices. And there's another one for you. And then we're going to move on to rectangle A. So rectangle A is 4.5 units. I'm going to label it U times or by 2.5 units. So we're going to draw this rectangle. So this is going to be 2 units by 4 units. If you remember what we did yesterday, or not yesterday, for lesson 10, we separated the whole numbers and the halves, or the whole numbers and the fractions. Okay, and then we have a half unit here and a half unit on this side. So this is our 1/2, and this is 1/2. So now when we make this new rectangle with our added half units, it's going to look something like this. So what's the area? How do you count it? How do you find the area here? Area, remember, is length times width. So what we are going to do is we are going to find 4 different areas today. We are going to do 2 times 4. We are going to do 1/2 times 2. We are going to do 1/2 times 4. And then, you guys, we are going to do 1/2 times 1/2. 4 different areas, okay? So this pink area is 1/2, that is the length, times 2, because that is the width of just that pink area. So here we go. We're going to record our thinking. So how did we decompose this length, 4.5? We decomposed it because we took 4.5 and turned it into 4 plus 1/2. 2 plus 1/2, right? So the length is 4 plus 1/2, and the width is 2 plus 1/2. So let's use multiplication to confirm the area. And let's start with our ones, okay? We're going to start with our ones. So right now we have 4 1/2 times 2 1/2, which equals, how we decomposed it was 4 plus 1/2 times 2 plus 1/2. And so now we're going to find the area of each rectangle, okay? Each part. So let's do the green area first. The green area is how many square units? Yeah, 2 times 4, which is 8 units squared. So let's write down what we just did. Equals, we did 2 times 4. 2 times 4. Plus, now let's do, I'm not going to have any room. I'm going to write this way over here. Okay, equals. So we just did the green, which is 2 times 4, plus, and I'm going to highlight that in green, okay? That's the green. Plus, now let's do the pink square, okay? The length is 1/2. Times the width of 2. And I'm going to highlight that pink for you. Okay, so this is the pink. Plus, now let's do the orange, which is a length of 4 times a width of just 1/2. And we're going to highlight that in orange. Plus, and that little teeny blue square in the corner is a width of 1/2 times 1/2. And that's going to be highlighted blue. So what we're doing is we're taking our square and we're breaking it down into 4 different pieces. So now let's solve. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1/2 times 2 is 1. 8 plus 1, plus 4 times 1/2 is 4/2, 4 halves, which is 2, plus 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4. So 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 2 is 11, plus a 4th is 11 and 1/4 units squared. And that is your total answer. Oh, that's your total answer. So let's do another one. Let's see what they did here. There we go, same thing. Okay, so we have 8 units squared, 2 units squared, 1 unit, and 1/4 units, which all gives us a grand total of 11 and 1/4 units squared. Now what we're going to do is find the rest of the rectangles, B through E. We do not have paper tiles, so you guys are going to draw just like I did. So I'm going to do another one with you, And then I want you guys to do the last ones by yourself. So, here we go. Rectangle B. Rectangle B is 1 3/4 units times 3 3/4 units. So here we go. Let's draw. We have 3 units times 1 unit. Okay, 3 times 1. And then we have our 3/4. So we are decomposing these as the whole number plus the fraction. So 3 plus 3/4 and 1 plus 3/4. So we need to find the area of this rectangle here. So how do we do that? I'm going to highlight our boxes. We're going to find the area of 4 different we have green, we have orange, we did pink, and blue. So we have to find the area of 4 different pieces. So our first piece is our 3 times 1. So rectangle B, the area of rectangle B is 3 times 1 plus, let's do the pink, which is, 3/4 times 1 plus, let's do the orange, which is 3 times 3/4 plus, I don't have room, so I'm going to have to go down. I guess I can make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Plus that blue square there, which is 3/4 times 3/4. Okay? And now we add them together. So 3 times 1 is 3 units squared. 1 times 3/4 is 3/4. So 3/4 units squared. And then we have 3 times 3/4, which is 9/4. This one's 9/4. And that little blue square is 9/16. So, nine sixteenths. So now you have to add all of those together. So I'm going to scroll down here. And we have B equals 3 U plus 3/4 plus 9/4 plus 9/16. So 3/4 plus 9/4 is what? 12/4. So now we have 3 plus 12/4, because we combined these two because they have the same denominator, plus 9/16. Okay. But 12/4 there, now we can turn that into a whole. So 3 plus 12/4 equals what? 4 goes into 12 how many times? 3 times. So 3 plus 3 plus 9/16. 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 9/16, which gives us B with an area of 6 and 9/16 units squared. Don't forget your label. So the total area of rectangle B is 6 and 9/16. Lots of math there. Okay, so now you're going to do this one all by yourself, rectangle C. So C is 3/4 units by 1 and 1/2 units. You can solve this using math, you can solve it drawing, or you can do both. Go ahead and pause the video when you are ready. When you are all finished, unpause the video and you can check your work. Okay, so I'm going to do this one with us. Here we go. We have 1 and 3/4. And then we have 1 plus 1/2 over here. So we only have 2 squares to find right now. We have this and this one. Okay, so we need to find the area of 1 and 3/4. 1 times 3/4 is 3/4 units squared. So what we have here is we have C equals 3/4 times 1 plus 3/4 times 1/2. 3/4 times 1 is 3/4, and then plus 3/4 times 1/2. 3/8. 3/4 plus 3/8. Can we add these together? No, we can't because the denominators are not the same. So we're going to turn our 3/4 into 8s. So 3/4 equals how many 8s? 4 times 2 is 8, so 3 times 2 is 6. So we have 6/8 plus 3/8, which gives us 9/8. 8 goes into 9 one time. 1 and 1/8 is your area, but we're not done because we need to label units squared. the last one we're going to do today is D. We'll do D and E. D is 3/4 unit by a half a unit. And E is 2/3 by 2/3. So if we draw these, we have 3/4 times a half, just length times width, okay? But 3/4, 1/2, 3/4 times 1/2, 3/8 units squared, and 2/3 times 2/3 is 4/9 units squared. I hope that this helped you. If you get stuck doing any of your problems, or if you're going to do some practice problems in your problem set, go ahead and refer back to this video. I'm going to move this over a little bit so you can see your problem set. Remember that problem sets are extra practice, but they will help you a lot. And then our debrief for today. So compare the rectangles that we drew today to the ones that we did yesterday. How did it change? Okay, it changed because both sides had fractions, right? Instead of just one. And then you will be doing your exit ticket today, your lesson 11 exit ticket. So it says that you do have to sketch the rectangle and find the area. Good luck, everyone.